Welcome into SmackDown. We are on the eve of Backlash. And kicking things off here tonight, a man that will be a part of that Backlash show, Damian Priest. He will be taking on his former brother, Finn Balor, inside the fight pit. Balor, who crashed the party earlier this week on Raw and got in some cheap shots on Priest. Damian says he's out here tonight with some bad news. He just talked to Triple H, and the fight pit match between himself and Finn Balor will not be happening at Backlash. And while Triple H does have plans for the fight pit at Backlash, it unfortunately will not be involving he and Finn. But don't worry, Finn. We still have a match at Backlash, but it's going to be an ambulance match. And know this, the only way you're leaving Backlash is in the back of that ambulance. Breaking news to kick off the show. Triple H has called an audible between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Next up, we've got our opening match of the night, Chelsea Green. She will be going one-on-one with Bayley. And a hot topic of conversation over the last couple weeks, obviously the upcoming Backlash show, but also the yearly draft that comes up every year after Backlash. And here tonight, both of these ladies with an opportunity to not only show the management of their current brand, WWE, that they would be worth one of those valuable draft picks, but also possibly to show the management of the competition from WCW that they may be worth a pick to steal and bring their talents over to the other side. Bayley, a former women's champion, kind of on a little bit of a downturn here lately, would be a great draft choice for either side. And then Chelsea, who is still looking for her first championship here in the open mic universe. Both of these ladies would be a great addition to either roster. Chelsea down in the corner. Bayley makes her move, but Chelsea able to get her foot up and block. Jumping leg lariat. Chelsea hooks the leg. Only gets a one. And now Chelsea goes into the corner. And a block from Bayley. Like we said, Bayley has kind of been in a little bit of a down cycle here. Goes for a cover. Only gets a one herself. And if you look back at the past year, Bayley, who held the WWE Women's Championship, goes again for a cover. So maybe for somebody like her, a change of scenery could be just what the doctor ordered to get her back on track. Chelsea now in a bad spot. Rolls out, able to get free. And now Bayley in trouble. Chelsea gets her up to her feet, but Bayley reverses. Now Bayley up on that second turnbuckle. She wants Chelsea to her feet, but Chelsea able to dodge. And this is kind of what we were talking about. Little mistakes that Bayley has been making that haven't really been the norm. And then you get in there with somebody like Chelsea Green or anybody on this women's roster, and they will find a way. And again, another jumping leg lariat, goes for the cover. But those mistakes, the women on this roster will find a way to take advantage of them. Now Chelsea waiting, blocked there from Bayley. Then Bayley celebrating, and again, Chelsea able to capitalize. And it's just those little things, those little mistakes that have proven to be costly for Bayley. we gonna have here? Unprettier. Hooks the leg. And Chelsea Green, your winner, as she takes advantage of some costly mistakes from Bayley. Up next, we've got tag team action. Two guys we have not seen since WrestleMania 3, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And we haven't heard from them, and we gotta imagine they were not too happy with how things went down with their tag team title match at WrestleMania. They were under the assumption they were going to get the Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. And at the last minute, Triple H decided to add a third team to the mix. And it would turn out to be the returning Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, two other guys with a huge bone to pick with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. But if you're Kevin and Sami, for months they've been here. They've been dealing with all the ways that the Bloodline have been able to manipulate things to keep the tag team belts around their waists. And so finally they thought they would get their opportunity for a fair shot at the belts that they once held, only to find another team added to the match. And while they may take a little bit of satisfaction in the fact that Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa no longer tag team champions, it's not them that were able to walk out of WrestleMania WWE Tag Team Champions. It was Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. And for two guys like Kevin and Sami, they're not looking to take a moral victory. They're not looking for a participation trophy. They were going into WrestleMania to get back championships that, in all honesty, were stolen from them thanks to Tama Tonga, thanks to Tonga Loa, thanks to Jacob Fatu, and thanks to The Rock. But on that night, it would be the OG Bloodline that got to celebrate ending the reign of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Sami with the cover, and Johnny Gargano in to make the save. Now Sami tags in KO. Kevin Owens suplexing Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa slowly getting back to his feet. Stunner from Kevin Owens. And that does it. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, your winners. They run the... What's going on here? KO and Sami with the win, and they're not satisfied with that. They are out here embarrassing DIY as Sami sends Ciampa to the floor. Looks like we got a new change in attitude from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now we're going to take a look at the WWE side of the Backlash card. We found out at the start of the show, Damian Priest and Finn Balor no longer in the fight pit. They will meet in an ambulance match, and Damian Priest promises the only way Balor leaves Backlash is inside the back of that ambulance. The fight pit's going to be there. This match just signed Jordan Grace, Ivy Nile. The only way to win is to knock out or submit your opponent. Trick Williams has his first defense of his WWE European Championship, and it's going to come against his former tag team partner, Carmelo Hayes. And then the match that we don't know much about, Team Roman Reigns, Roman, Jay, and Seth taking on this mystery team that really over the last couple weeks has been showing up on all of our programming and attacking anybody and everybody associated with Roman Reigns.
sports entertainment super team assemble. Roman Reigns, the chosen one. The guy they tried to shove down everyone's throat for years until there was nobody left. And then he became the man. Seth freaking Rollins, the architect, the guy who has stabbed everyone in the back just to build a little bit more on the foundation of your legacy. And Jey Uso, the guy with the latest catchphrase, and someone who fans are more interested watching him go to the ring than actually wrestle in it. We're not sports entertainers. We're not here for headlines or entrances or catchy sing-alongs. They say you can't outrun your past, that the road always circles back around. And boys, that moment is here. The ghosts that you thought were gone, the ones that you thought only still existed in your dreams, they're here. And the nightmare, it's just beginning.